In the following video, I'm going to demonstrate how easy it is to install the standard definition capture card into a Digifort server or a computer that will encode your standard definition or analog cameras and be able to access them via your Digifort server. So as you can see here, I'm now holding a standard definition card, and I will insert it into my motherboard by pushing it into its slot and firmly pushing down until you hear the click. Now I will connect my SATA cable to the back of the card in order to provide power to my card. I will screw in my card like so in order to stabilize it from moving around on the motherboard. As you can see here, we're going to now plug in the pigtails on the back to one of the slots in our card. We tighten the pigtails nice and tight so it doesn't fall out at any stage, and we now connect our analog feed cameras on the back of our pigtails. And please note that each pigtail is numbered, so it is very important to plug your cameras in with the corresponding numbers and match it within your Digifort software. First, double click on the hybrid application in order to open Digifort Hybrid. Then install the Digifort service. You will need to click on the configure button. As you can see here, we're able to determine which cards are online. So we can configure an SD card or a HDSDI card. And the following option here allows us to configure a port to be able to stream back to our Digifort server. We can have multiple ports. As you can see here, I select my SD card option and click configure. Now this gives me the full functionality to be able to configure my card in how many channels, all 16. I can configure my video format, whether it would be NTSC or PAL, how many frames per second I'd like to receive from my card, at what resolution will the video stream at, and of course I can control my brightness, my contrast, and further configurations within my SD card capabilities. Same goes with the HDSDI. That's how simple it is for me to configure my SD card inside my Digifort server. We have two languages available, English and Portuguese. And once that's operating, all you have to do is click the start button in the service. Now we double click on Digifort Administration Client. Double click on the camera name. We need to fill in the correct credentials. As you can see here, I've filled in that we're going to be using a Digifort application, and we're going to be using the Digifort Hybrid option. Once we do that, as you can see, we go over to our media stream and click on the recording option and select the correct stream, which is H.264. We continue to do so with the second option. Make sure that our video stream is working. Once we've done that, then we can view it within the surveillance client. Please also note, it is very important that when we continue to add cameras, we continue to change the port number. The port number would correspond to the video pigtails that we plugged in on the back of the standard definition card. Once we've completed configuring the SD card, we open the surveillance client and simply open the desired screen style that we like and double click on the camera images. As you can see on the left hand side, we have our standard definition camera outside focusing on our car park, and on the right hand side we have the internal camera focusing on one of our Digifort posters. That comes to the conclusion of how to configure the SD card.